Welcome to this week's episode of On Deck with Avoya, your weekly travel update. I'm your host, Chris Green, Director of Network Expansion for Avoya Travel. We have a great show, and what I think is kind of a unique show for us this week is we focus not on a vendor like we do sometimes, or a specific employee at Avoya Travel, or somebody who is a member of the Avoya network, but instead today we get to focus our attention on one of the most traveled to destinations in the whole wide world, good old Las Vegas, Nevada. I was just there last week. I was at the Las Vegas Travel Agent Forum. When we've had Jim Clunan, who's the owner of the Travel Show Marketing Group, on the program, that's the show, the people that produce that show in Las Vegas. He always praises the help of the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. When I get out to these events and maybe we get to a new attraction that's opening up, it seems like the LVCVA that's involved in helping to host those grand opening events. Even here at Avoya Travel, our strategic partnerships team, they have a great relationship with that organization. So we thought today we would feature not only the wonderful work done by the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, but to feature one of the representatives, Scott Fujinaga, sales executive, and an exclusive Meet the Industry Q&A today. So Scott will be joining the program here in just a second. After we get a chance to, have a Q&A with Scott, we'll, of course, touch base on the latest promotions going on, not only with Avoya Travel, but with the Avoya Travel Academy. That program continues to do amazing work. Made some great contacts with people last week, again, at the trade show. Avoya Travel resources are on our mind, social media, and all the cool ways that you can stay in touch and get the process started to affiliate with Avoya Travel, the #1 host agency in leisure travel. But right now, let's jump right into our show. This week's On Deck with Avoya, your weekly travel update. As you help me welcome my special Meet the Industry guest today. Excited for this conversation. Scott Fujinaga, sales executive with the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. Scott, great to see you again. So great to have you on the program.
Thank you very much, Chris. I'm glad to be here joining you today.
Scott, before we get too far into our interview and talk about the mission of the LVCVA, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you came to work in your current position and kind of repping such an amazing place as Las Vegas. Pretty exciting.
Well, that started when I grew up in Hawaii. It's a hospitality destination, and so tourism flows through my blood, I think, from that. I moved to Las Vegas about 20 years ago to study at UNLV, meetings and events, and working in the tourism sector, thinking I would travel around the world and see so much more. And so that's kind of what I've been doing. But I've been stationed here in Las Vegas for, like I said, a couple of decades, and absolutely love it. Started at the convention center about 7.5 years ago after working at a hotel and multiple other entities doing meetings and events. So this is a great way for me to learn about the destination. I love doing the leisure side of things, and I get to plan events time and time from here and there in different cities as well as in Las Vegas.
I don't know if a lot of outside people I know because I used to live in Las Vegas, but there's actually kind of a unique connection, right, between the Hawaiian Islands and Las Vegas itself, right? What's Las Vegas? Is it like the eighth island, the ninth island, something like that?
Yeah, it's dubbed as the ninth island, so which makes it very easy for us to, get to experience some of the familiar flavors from home. So like the foods, we have some festivals here in town, and people come to visit constantly. So I don't ever feel like I'm missing out from not being there, other than maybe some weather or scenery type things. But yeah, no, we definitely have a unique connection with the islands. But with that, I get questioned on that a lot. I like to say that a lot of people come to Las Vegas from all over the United States or even the world for that matter. We just happen to have a huge population of Hawaiians that happen to be, part of that. So it's really awesome.
Absolutely. For sure, no doubt about it. So, growing up in Hawaii, when did the idea of travel and tourism first become something that you knew was not only going to be maybe a part of your life, but wow, what a big thing as far as how people absorb other cultures and come to discover new things by travel itself?
Yeah, I mean, from a young age, from in school, they immersed us in, the Polynesian Cultural Center or, the different learnings that we had. I also took a travel industry management course in high school, actually, which really kind of solidified that bond. And then going and doing explore programs with airlines, with hotels, going in and seeing that really helped me understand it better. And yeah, so fell in love with the industry and kind of luckily for me knew I wanted to do it from before I went off to college and when I got to actually study, complete it. And I'm very fortunate to be working in this industry and kind of putting my college degree to use.
For sure, absolutely. For those of our viewers that are unaware, can you tell us a little bit about the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, kind of what the mission is and who they assist and how?
Yes, absolutely. We are the destination resource for marketing. So we're a destination marketing organization. We are a county government run entity. So we represent all resorts in the Clark County, Southern Nevada area. And that includes our resorts as well as our attraction partners as well. So um, that is our mission, just to ensure that Las Vegas is top of mind as the premier leisure and business destination for the world.
You guys do a pretty good job. I mean, there's always something happening in Las Vegas. I'm looking over your shoulder on that great background you've got. I see the new Sphere. I mean, everybody's talking about the Sphere and the residencies that are happening between you two. And I know there's some Grateful Dead coming up. I heard the Eagles going to be performing there. Always something new to represent or when you represent Las Vegas, right, Scott?
Absolutely. With gambling in many other destinations, one throughout the United States, but also the world, we need to stand out and have a draw that is unique and only Vegas experience. And that's what we've been able to do over the years is constantly evolve and think of new ways to attract people and make ourselves continue to be top of mind and relevant for travelers to just be interested in coming back. And we've been doing a great job with that in the Sphere at marquee events like Formula One and Super Bowl had certainly turned on that channel for us, just kind of adding that extra exposure. It's amazing. It's wonderful to be part of it.
At Avoya Travel, we love to talk about statistics and the numbers, and I'm sure Las Vegas has some pretty amazing numbers to share. How many annual visitors do you expect, say, to visit Las Vegas in 2024?
2024, let's say we hit 42 million last year, and we've done it previously as well. So we're really hoping to just jumpstart that number and kick it up a notch. I think again with the marquee events, we had a fantastic Super Bowl weekend just in February, and this week, this November, we'll welcome back Formula One. Layered in all the other festivals and things that we've had. We had a unique rugby match, Australian Rugby League. They opened their Premier Rugby League here in Las Vegas. So the season opener was here. The first time it's actually been outside of Australia. So it's great to welcome new visitors. So that's how we're trying to drive that number up with special events. Not to mention the conventions that do certainly come to town, and we certainly see a lot of them. We see the top conventions, including CES, which is the largest in the world, come to Las Vegas each year.
Yeah, that Consumer Electronics Show is amazing. I've had the chance to be at that in the past. But even down to conventions like the one that we were part of last week, I wouldn't call that the biggest one that's going to hit Las Vegas. None of us think it's, on that grand of scale. But at the same time, like, we had a chance to go and check out the new golf, event over near the Stratosphere. So it's interesting how the LVCVA is really involved in not only the big, massive events, but also helping in the smaller niche events too.
Absolutely. I mean, we are supported by everyone, whether it's the solo individual traveler, the small meetings, or what I would call a large meeting, typically the travel agent Las Vegas Forum, sorry, the Las Vegas Travel Agent Forum that comes each year, which really puts Las Vegas on the minds of nearly 1,000 travel agents each year. So they get to see new things. And so each year when we try to take them out for a night, so like at Atomic Golf, like you mentioned, at the Stratosphere, brand new facility that just opened a week before we went, or actually days before we went, I should say. It helps showcase what we have to do, and just driving along the strip, taking the buses, everyone's going, oh my gosh, like that's being built. What is new there? I haven't seen that. So it's really great to welcome groups large and small to the destination, because it makes them wanting to come back and do more, because we typically have packed convention schedules whenever we're traveling. So people want to come back on their leisure time and go, I need to experience that and find out more about what that is.
Scott, what are some of the great ways that a travel agent, of course, we represent the travel agent community here at Avoya Travel. What are some great ways that that community can stay up to date on the latest happenings in Las Vegas? And what are some things that you might offer that they can really do to help resonate with that community on ways they can maximize their commissions with their clients when they're looking at Las Vegas as a potential destination for one of their best clients?
So the first step is to just sign up via our travel advisor program. Via it's Learn and Earn. So it's www.trackmylasvegasbookings with an S.com. So trackmylasvegasbookings.com is our Learn and Earn agent rewards portal where you can learn and earn your way to Las Vegas. Once you sign up, you stay connected with us. You'll receive our monthly e-newsletter of all the latest and greatest things happening in Las Vegas. So we send that out about the beginning of the month. And once you're logged into that site, you have access to our trainings where you can learn. Once you complete the trainings, you earn badges that you can add to your email signature line and show that you are a Vegas champion. So you can help spread the message of Vegas and inquiries to your clients. Then we have the earning potential as well. So you can track any room nights booked on through any channel. So whether it's direct or any package wholesaler, you can earn rewards up to 2 years from the date of arrival. Once you enter it in that site, you earn 100 points per room night. You can use those for hotel stays, show tickets, tours, and attractions so that you can better familiarize yourself with our offerings and learnings here in Las Vegas or the attractions and hotels. We also have merchandise available through the rewards catalog, and then a slew of different selling capabilities as well. So we have commissionable listings, which lists out all the partners that provide commissions for, and you can search by category or keyword search to find the correct partner for what you're looking for. We have a hotel contact directory, so you can stay in contact and reach out to any of our leisure sales contacts at all of our resorts in case you have special interests and needs for your clients.
Wonderful. Scott Fujinaga, sales executive with the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, is our featured Meet the Industry guest today for On Deck with Avoya. Scott, when you look into the future, what exciting new changes do you foresee coming up in Las Vegas? I mean, as we said earlier, the town never stays static.
No, it certainly doesn't. I would love to say that I'm going to look into this crystal ball right here and tell you that exactly what it will be. But we've learned over the years that we never know what is going to be the new face of Las Vegas. So we've introduced sports. We're building, we just announced actually today is the closing of the Tropicana. So that's going to make way for a new stadium. That's going to be on a different size than our current stadiums or arenas. So it can welcome in different events. So we'll see really where that shifts. I think technology, mentioning Sphere again, will play a part in the face of Las Vegas. That is a digital screen outside and inside. It's the world's largest spherical structure that is faceted with LEDs. Inside has the second largest LED screen with state-of-the-art technologies. So I think we'll see some new trends and different things coming to fruition. And again, we really just don't know. I know even when we built our convention center expansion, the West Hall, we left a large portion to be determined space because we didn't know what the next trend will be for that meeting client. So we're always looking at different ways, and I think Las Vegas certainly knows how to reshape and evolve with the times. So we're very excited for what the future holds, and I think sports will be around for a bit, but I see all of our arena spaces and all that we've been doing to really kind of bring together people again in a different way, in a new and exciting way that we may not even know exists at this time.
Even at your organization, were you surprised how fast just the outside shots of the Sphere went viral? I mean, it seemed as soon as they turned that on, it was a worldwide phenomenon. Everybody, even here living in Florida, it was everybody. That's all everybody could talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. It certainly does the marketing for us, I think, half the times. Watching the sponsors or presenting sponsors for special events and such around Las Vegas when they're doing the shots, the drone shots or whatever it may be, city view shots, and seeing those ads on there, it just resonates. And the people sitting in the hotel rooms looking at that Sphere are certainly getting an eyeful each and every day. It runs all day long, 24 hours a day. Best viewed at night, but it's amazing what capabilities there are with that and the potential or what it's done on the social and and media front.
I'm sure the hotels have to love you because before they had a behind the strip view that they can now quickly rebrand as a sphere view. So, you have the strip view one side, the sphere view the other. It's not bad for room rates. Scott, what about you when you get a chance to get out of the office? What kind of fun things do you like to do there in Las Vegas?
Oh gosh, well that might depend on the weather a little bit, but in the summertime we have some great things to do. One of my favorite activities is there's a theater production out at Spring Mountain Ranch, which is near Red Rock State Park, and so the temperature drops a little bit. It's in kind of afternoon, early evening production, and you get to sit on the lawn. So I love doing things like that because the weather is beautiful, believe it or not, in the peak of the summer out there. I love to go skiing, so we are, very fortunate to be close to some, multiple destinations. We're kind of in the middle of California, Arizona, Utah. So I'll go and visit the nearby state national parks or just, some of the slopes nearby as well.
Do you get a chance to travel much? I mean, you represent one of the places we all want to travel to. Do you get a chance to travel outside of Vegas much?
Yes, typically I like to take at least one international trip somewhere. As I'm from an island, as I mentioned earlier, I kind of like to explore cities. So just different places. I went to Spain. I actually will be going back again. So I really enjoy seeing those parts of the country, or the different parts of that country specifically. But yeah, I've been down to South America and hope to explore more. I need to get a little more east. So
There you
we'll
go.
see.
Scott, we're just about ready to wrap up, but before we do, any last bits of advice for our travel agent community that are watching the episode today?
No, just I want to say step out of your comfort zone whenever possible, especially when you're traveling. Try something new. Maybe it's a food tour in a destination. Maybe it's an extreme sport of some sort. What resonates with me there is I right before I started this job, literally like a day before, I actually got to do dig this, where I got in a real life bulldozer excavator, got to dig up the earth, really take my aggression out of, the dirt. And it was something so unique and so fascinating that I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I need to rethink my career path because who would have known I love doing that? So you never know what you're going to fall in love with. And yeah, so try experience different cultures. I think that really just opens our minds and abilities. And now I have a whole new perspective. I want to say like on worldwide travel, where I just want to get out there and see more and do more because you just learn so much.
Well said, my friend. Scott, we've been asking the same question to all of our guests as the last question of our program for over 3 years now. We're so glad to get you on the record for this one, but it's really simple. Are you excited for the future of leisure travel and why?
Is that even a question? But of course, yes, certainly. I think leisure travel, I never expected to stay in this field for very long, or sorry, I guess I should say leisure travel was not in my purview before. I was a meeting events guy and I absolutely found the love doing this. And it is so intricate and there's just multifaceted and it's really broadened my knowledge of so much. And even not only of the world, but in this city as well. So just, I think again, we never know where things are going to evolve, and seeing the technologies that are built into mobile and marketing technologies that are out there, it's really exciting. So I want to say let's keep an eye on this virtual reality things because I think that can only enhance and expand um, versus close in on the industry.
Wonderfully said. Scott Fujinaga, everyone, sales executive with the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, and our featured Meet the Industry guest today for On Deck with Avoya. Scott, thank you for that wonderful conversation. I hope to see you next time I'm visiting Las Vegas.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate being here.
Absolutely. Hey, so just want to remind you, of course, we're 2 weeks. We're taking the week off. We're taking a little vacation here on Deck with Avoya. We'll be back in 2 weeks when we're live or pseudo live or somewhat live from the Cruise 360 trade show over in Fort Lauderdale. But we will certainly be covering that major industry event. We hope you stop by. If you're going to be there, make sure you stop by and say hi. We'll be at the trade show, of course, all afternoon as well. And we want to remind you, we've got some great ongoing promotions going on, especially the one with our military community, where we're taking $100 off the curriculum in any of the packages at the Avoya Travel Academy, or if you're already meet that threshold and you're just looking to affiliate $100 off the affiliation price as well. Speaking of the Avoya Travel Academy, that is just doing some amazing stuff. I mean, just that curriculum overall covers all the bases. The packages are 50% off. I always think you should think like a pro, but it prepares you for success. That should be like in big giant letters right there. Prepares for success because that's what it does. It gets you off the ground floor onto the ladder. You're in the game. Avoya Travel Academy, all the details at avoyanetwork.com. And then it gets you into the network, and then you can experience what makes Avoya Travel so amazing. Our marketing, our technology, the live leads, the professional development, all the things that help enhance an individual's travel business. Again, details are at avoyanetwork.com. My team more than happy to answer all of your questions and tell our story. It's pretty amazing. While you're out and about, give us a follow, give us a like on our social media channels. Growing by the day, it seems like. We're TikToking now, we're on Pinterest, and you can follow us at Avoya Travel Network, and we certainly thank you so much for that. Always happy to hear from you. Those emails always just make my week when you reach out to chris.green@avoyatravel.com. So thank you for that. Or pick up the phone again, avoyanetwork.com. Get that information, get started. Make 2024 the year that you do and amazing things with your travel business, because 2024 things are happening in the travel business. You want to be part of it. Don't let this moment pass you by. We certainly appreciate your time. Hey, a big thanks again to Scott Fujinaga from the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. Big thanks to Annabella for producing our show this week. Thank you for being part of On Deck with Avoya. See you in 2 weeks at Cruise 360, my friend.